Who's on first? Yes. I mean the guy's name. Who? The guy playing first. Who?
Hi, Rage. Welcome in. And hello, Butterpecan.
I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterfin. Oh, Wrath of Butterfin, a close second. Ha! That's like when you're almost winning a race but get photobombed by a cheeky squirrel. Still impressive. But you gotta wonder if the squirrel's the real MVP. Close enough to taste victory, but far enough.
That's how it goes when you're Hollywood person.
I'm pretty sure that's what I heard too.
Hollywood person. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls ain't polite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood person. Hollywood person. That's how it goes when you Hollywood person. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. The girls ain't polite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. The girls ain't polite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood person.
I miss the family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out. I miss the days I wasn't afraid. Now I always have my guard up, hands on my face. I learned to cope with the pain. I know that people think I'm trying to get attention, but in reality I'm trying to send a message. I know there's kids out there that are going through the same thing, and if you're one of them, I hope to help your suffering. Just know it will get better, and these feelings do not stay the same. No, they don't stay the same. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life, and I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life.
You butter pecan, you got worms. I mean, I could definitely see how getting worms would affect your appetite. Good evening. How's everybody doing today? It's snowing. It was snowing here just 2 days ago. Now it's almost getting close to 80. They're killing me today. I haven't been a problem before. I haven't attacked any of those. I haven't been doing any actual like combat stuff. I've been doing crafting. I've been making a shit ton of arrows for like the last week. Who out there streaking? Rage starved. Free stream 5 stream streak. Way to go. Thank you so much. Going in the mountain pass of 80 at California Nevada border. Like highway or interstate 80 or like 80 degrees. My brain can understand one of them very clearly. My brain has a little bit of trouble with the 80-degree one. Interstate? Okay. I've been on I-80. That's the one that runs through like Des Moines and Nebraska, I would guess.
Yo, we see that flood of names, chats flying like a game of flames. New folks rolling in, whole squad insane. Pull up to the bunny domain. Let's go! Welcome to the burrow, welcome to the show. Kinda tells live, let the good vibes flow. Ready to train crazy, watch the numbers grow. Drop your emotes, let the whole chat know. Welcome Raiders, welcome Raiders. Hey!
Hi, Laramu. Thank you for the raid. How is it going tonight? How was your stream? And hello, Green Tea. Jolan, true to you as well. I feel so much better now that I got that fixed again. Hello, Earned Way. How's it going tonight? What'd you get fixed, Green Tea? Something was stuck. Something was stuck, I imagine.
Thank you for the street. I just wanna thank you for the street.
Awesome 10 stream streak. It's such a roulette of all the different vibes. I love it so much. All the random vibes. I think between like those 3 different sets of alerts, I have like every genre of music practically covered. We are getting down there. I thought it played for me, but it looks like it was a coincidence I came in at the same time. What were you trying to play? Spayed or neutered. Oh, the text shout out? Yeah. I don't have it set up for doing auto shout outs. So I've got to go through and do everybody manually. Which reminds me, because I've still got to get you into my brain. As needing a shout out. It can get a little bit tricky. The list of people, I understand why a lot of people have stuff set up on auto lists. I kind of intended, I started making an attempt at doing like a resource pool, like a centralized thing, and I was gonna create like this shout out that people could import into their streamer.bot instances, and I just never followed through with it. I had trouble on making it something that was like easily maintainable in a central location and still resilient enough to be able to do everything. I need to probably take a stab at it with AI assistance. It's a lot to dig up all the art. It definitely is. Like my stuff, like I went with a lot of real basic stuff. Like you can take care of a lot of things like just in sound alerts. And that's kind of like an easy way to get things started off. For sure. I still have quite a few things stuck in there, but yeah. Hi Ryan, how's it going tonight? Happy Bunny Day. Tuesday's Bunny Day? Or is it just stream day that's Bunny Days? All right, so we have domination. We had domination for the... No, we had the helps yesterday. So this one, so we still got ship XP. Every day should be Bunny Day, yes. So we still get... I don't think I've heard that one yet. Thank you for the follow, Earnway. Yeah, I don't think I heard that one yet. All right, so this is the normal vengeance upgrade thing. Armadas. Lots of armadas to do. More armadas. Did one start yesterday? Oh no, it does hostels too. Hostels and armadas and all that stuff. Line syncopation is leftover from sphere things. SMS done. AMS doing its thing. 'Cause that was like a heroic event or whatever. Boot and Scoot, nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping in and thanks for the follow again. Have a great evening. All right, that's leaderboard crap. Not even gonna bother with it. Whatever normal Tech Tuesday things. I haven't done a Q's trial in a while. We'll run that. It is a slow night. Been spending some quality time in Mirror. I think most of my free time is going to be going in and doing Armadas. Because I'm actually low on credits for once. I've taken like quite a long break from them. So I'm probably going to I'm going to be sending a ship off to do transigen mining for Epic Transigen. I'm going to take my one primary ship to go do all my daily things. And then I got to do the Excelsior event. And then my third ship would be doing Armadas. And then once I'm done with Excelsior, I can transfer that over to doing Armadas too. So I can do 2 ship Armadas. Maybe do solos and FKRs. I definitely intend to do FKRs. I don't know how busy the systems are going to be. I might have to jump down to the 58 system or 59 system or whatever. I hate having to wait. But I also need like uncommons and rares. I'm not hurting on epics. Actually, what is today's hostel? Vidergorn. I think I can probably take them with this. There's a couple of them that got to get switched. So how many times did the game go into maintenance today? Did it end up going twice or did it end up going 3 times? Just twice? Okay, cool. I saw that there was like a you know, $50 tech. How's it going this evening? Yeah, I heard or I read that there was some issues with some lat conversions on materials.
One love, now this bro shine. Thank you for the sub, you're the real one. Caught our nails hard, doing flips. Much love for that shiny sub.
I got that timing down pretty decent on that one. Thank you for the resub, Retro. Good evening, ma'am. How are you doing? Go please, really letting the player base down. What are they doing right now? You had 68 today? That's impressive. Considering you just did 2 ship upgrades. You must have been really swimming in the resources from the from the choice tokens. Worse was the response. Oh, green tea wanted it to know. I'm more concerned about why isn't it stopping. I looked back at it. It was at 9 minutes. Wait, what? Did that turn it into a toggle? It was fine when it was just snow, and then I added the stupid grass. Now I gotta wonder what the heck's in waiting. Like, the let it snow thing is running. Did they do something stupid, like just flip the stupid, things? Visible, hidden. Visible, hidden. Like, there shouldn't be anything more easy than that. Okay, we can only let us know so many times. I'm actually surprised that it should let you do it again like that. Still doing with the buff, follow to the buff date. Yeah, I guess I'm not 100% certain if any of that stuff had been fixed today or not. There was an assumption that they were going to get some of it fixed. Oh, no, that was the other one. That one didn't work at all either. I've got it all messed up. Oh. No, that's the way it's supposed to be. Not blocking. I don't know, this might have to go on my testing list. Concurrent, concurrent. That's the only other thing that could be screwing it up. Okay, now we'll see if it expires in 10 minutes. Make it snow number 1? We definitely can. We definitely can. That is a very, very quick change. I feel like we have to change the color on it now. The red. All right, it is so. And I got rid of the extra. Well, I got rid of the voice for the what is it? The David Attenborough. I replaced it with Deadpool, but I didn't like the way that it came out sounding. So I replaced that too. Or no, I got rid of it completely. So I'm hoping that the penny for a thought redeem will not choke on whatever sentences that it has been. And if it does still, I'm gonna cut it down to just like the Morgan Freeman voice. Because I believe that one usually goes through all the way correctly. Welcome in, Asian boy. How's it going tonight? I did not change my crew on the Excelsior, and that finished very quick. That's such a poor habit to forget to change officers like that. I mean, on the one hand, it's like it's the Armada crew that I'm going to want to use, but I'm not getting 3 ships out of it.
Wrath of Butter PKhan asked me, bye does Deadpool say when he leaves, as well as when he dances? Heard Deadpool say that, have you? Dance he does, leaving a trail of chaos and sarcasm in his wake. Known for breaking fourth walls? Not the Jedi way, but amusing it is. Yes.
Yoda's got this, Yoda's got that little thing about the fourth wall thing. It's something he keeps on bringing up. All right, that ship's done. Oh, they're all just confused. Looks like the repair bug hasn't been fixed yet. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go. I haven't played very much at all today. I've done a couple minor swaps, and that's about it. I had a very busy day at work. But so far, my experience doesn't seem to be too bad. I know Rami said that there was a lot of spinning circles.
Wrath of Butter Pekin asked me, break the fourth wall. Did you as a young Padawan? Break it I did, like a reckless youngling with a lightsaber. Walls of reality, mere guidelines they are. Star Wars meets Deadpool, an interesting crossover that would be, yes. No rules, no limits, just chaos and giggles. Much amusement it would bring.
Well, the sad thing is that could technically happen. Did we get any other weird crossovers in like the Mirror Universe side of things? Like getting into other IPs? I feel like there was some nods. I mean, just it'd be kind of a weird thing to have like they did like that live action, what was it, like Howard the Duck or something? Good evening, Big Booty Banga. How you doing tonight? Because I'm picturing like Donald Duck and Deadpool interacting in some kind of weird scene. That Yoda's giving me some weird ideas. I guess we know that they both like to Winnie the Pooh it. Stargate Arc. Good, starting level 70 common outpost. I really wanted to do one last night, but I knew it was a bad idea with the maintenance coming up. I think by the time I would have actually started it, it wouldn't have been able to be completed. I didn't know for sure if any of the maintenance was going to cause like them to recall all the ships again. I know they didn't say anything, but
Wrath of Butter Pecan asked me, think you that Deadpool gets the Darksaber on the franchise crossover? Gifted in chaos, Deadpool is wield the Darksaber he might, just for laughs and breaking more than just walls. A sight to behold it would be, slicing through canon and logic alike. Whether the galaxy is ready for such madness, uncertain I am. But entertained, we surely would be.
well, hold on there. How do we know that that would really be breaking into canon at all? We don't know in what time and what location these things intersect with each other. Hi, RSDJ. Thank you for the work. Because we don't know what kind of they could be existing at the exact same time. It'll just be a matter of where in space are they existent. So that was kind of like the same thing with like Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy, and then like the rest of the Avengers and stuff. There's nothing to say that the Star Wars universe doesn't exist at the same time in a different area. You have 34 left on the 70 elite. Yeah, I don't know how many that I actually did, but I didn't count them, but I looked at it and it was ballpark right. And it was beyond my expectations, so that's as far as I took it. Because I usually run like Outpost and Transigen at the same time. So it gets kind of tough to gauge the numbers without doing like some very serious counting. I like being able to like clear the battle log so you can get like a fresh count of it. That thing just despawned on me, didn't it? It did. Then that makes it way easier to keep track of it. I guess the other way that I could do it is actually do the Picard maneuver on the hostiles when I'm getting ready to kick off an outpost. And just let it finish whatever it has left on the node. I don't know, someday hopefully they'll give us like some kind of a summary page that shows what the actual outpost had in like a single summary. I don't think it's necessary for the most part to be able to see all 72. I mean, there are times where it'd be nice for sure. Maybe they could do like a 1 out of 72 or something. Like every wave gets its own number. Retaliation hostile 1, retaliation hostile 2. It'd be less confusing for us, for sure. Tabs for each report type. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad either. Like, if they had another tab that dealt just with outposts, they could have a summary there. Which Armada for Tuesday? FKR for sure. Ooh, I don't know if I got to 25 hostiles. I did not. I only got to 30. That's low. Why is that so low? Is that broken too? How many levels did you have before Voyager had decent warp range? I can't remember. That's been a long time. The research probably gives it the most anyways. Good evening, Tin Man. How's it going tonight? I feel like there might be an officer that's not doing something, that should be doing something. Did I do upgrades on the Godsend yesterday? I don't remember. No, that looks fine. I don't know, either that or I just hit a lot more explorers than I thought I would have. Just smashing out the sphere events, not too bad. The tier 1 Voyager can't even reach the level 40 systems. Probably can if you do that first level of the research, maybe. I guess I don't know if... I don't even remember what that space looks like. Let's finish out a crew. And get a more appropriate ship. Oh. Thought I was in V'ger space. I still want to do Romulan. It will pop up over there. Voyager space. Yeah, that makes sense. You should only be able to get into like the 37, maybe the 38 system right now. Would be my expectation. Because you're, technically speaking, at least when the ship came out, especially, like that would have been hanging around like the 35, maybe reaching into the 37 system. There's been lots of research and artifacts and stuff that help things along. Also, doing dumb things upgraded the Velox Galactic to tier 13 of 15. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's just a lot more... What is that, hull? That's hull health. You know, like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Is it necessary? It's not necessary, but it's not a bad thing. You know, like, that's got long-term benefits, because you can still be using that ship in, like, Conqueror Armadas for a bit now. Yeah, it's a good thing to be testing. Ooh, what a Daredex. Why not go with dual Sancti? That one doesn't even... That one's level 1. Tier 11, level 1. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I don't see that being an issue at all. We just won't hit the epic with this one. Where am I at? That's G6 space. We'll go with the 59 level with that one. Crozier did look nice, but Excelsior basically replaced Crozier. That surprises me. Not a lot of people doing Armadas tonight, luckily. Maybe I can do 2 in this system. Yeah, it's tough to gauge how the specialty ships can get used if you're leveling the ships with your ops level. Because that's not part of my experience at all, because, you know, for me, that's that's a low-level ship that's taking a long time to become useful. I mean, it does its thing just fine. Like, it does great at attacking the hostiles that it's supposed to attack. But, like, outside of that, it's not going to be super useful. Like, that's something I'll use to, like, grind aggregation or something like that just to get it some XP. But that's just more of a, you know, trying to put it to use than it is to get it to use. I don't even know if the uncommon counts here. Oh, did I have the wrong ship? I have the wrong ship. Velok's got all my spend event stuff done, so I don't mind doing it for upgrades. That's a good point, because like that's always a good use of stuff. You know, doing it for the sake of doing it's not always like the wisest move. But when you have an excuse of an event like that, it really makes it easy to justify. Oh, my Armada circle ended up way over in the middle of the system. That's nice and handy. Usually we'll get some low to mid 50s players come through and join in on these Armadas. Didn't even do any spend stuff today. I'm gonna have to take a peek and see what I'm capable of. My 7-day loyalty chest came up today. So this may end up being the day that I build my NT. I know I've got a shit ton of uncommon gas. I don't have a lot of rare, but I got lots of uncommon gas. And that'll be able to score me some good points on the Vengeance upgrade event. But I don't know, it doesn't coincide with a different, you know, like with a different spend event. There's only the one spend event. So like that makes it a little bit harder for me to justify. Okay, uncommon does count for starts. And damage. Sweet. I had to make sure of that before I did a bunch of uncommons, because I need to stock up on the uncommon stuff pretty desperately. I made the mistake taking the Felian to tier 2 right after I built it. I kind of did that with my Crenshaw too. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this is stuff that I can use to get the Vengeance. Like, when I hit 70, I wish I would have just upgraded ops, stopped, and then not done anything until the first Vengeance blueprint event popped. Because, like, all the stuff that I put towards the building upgrades would have been useful for making up the blueprints. I don't think it would have done a single tier by itself, but it would have made a good impact on one. It might have been able to get me from being able to do one to doing two. Take Beano before and there'll be no gas. I remember them commercials. This thing died really quick again. Something isn't right. Something isn't right here. It feels off. It feels like I'm not having the same effect that I normally would.
Deadpool, here's a thought for Green Tea 930.
Why
Hey
does it say
Green Tea
Deadpool?
930, what's not right? Well, if socks can slip off in shoes but still survive a washing machine, why can't my love life be that resilient? Thinking face also, why do chicks always disappear way faster than I planned? Life's just one big mystery, like how Cottontail 86 still loses at Mario Kart despite all the practice. Rabbit face video game.
Why is it throwing shade at me? Damn, Bunnybot out there giving away all my secrets. I don't even play Mario Kart. As much as I try to pretend like I hate that song, I still don't. How many Armada starts do I have? There's some kind of a research event going on right now. Like, would it be really bad to do 3 different ones? Downloaded the game off Steam called Pragmata. Seems like a nice game. I'm a little freaked out by it because there's something weird about me about giving a little girl a piggyback ride through all this combat situations. Like, I haven't dove into the game. I haven't looked at like the real trailers or anything like that. I've just seen like the real basic scenes and artwork and maybe a little bit of animations. But I don't know why that triggers a movie in my head where there's like robots of the little girls that kind of look like that hold teddy bears. The word screamers is coming into my head. Like, I don't know if like part of the, I don't know if you're really controlling the dude or if you're really controlling the girl. You know, like that might change the dynamic of the game a little bit. Or like if you're doing both, like if it's stuff, but you know, like I could tell that she has some sort of like telekinetic abilities of some sort, because like I had seen like a picture of like her hand being held out and it had like a blue aura coming out of it. Thank you for the follow, Catherby.
Welcome to the barrel. You just hopped in. Rolling with Cottontail. Let the games begin. Name in the chat. Yeah, we see you there. Pull up a chair. You're part of the war and we share. Oh, yeah.
Also, thank you for the follow. Definitely not Catherby. I love that. That's amazing. That made my night.
Deadpool, here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan.
Why does this keep saying
Wrath of
Deadpool?
Butter Pecan, you want the real scoop on Cotton and Mario Kart? Well, Cotton's driving skills are like his dating life, full throttle, a little reckless, and always leaving behind a trail of dukes. Did I just hit you with a blue shell? Watch out, tracks. Cotton's coming in hot, with chaos, laughs, and maybe a few banana peels for flavor. Banana Collision video game.
That's crazy. Is this the last stream before banned for exploiting? I don't know what their line about the exploits was. It definitely had the aggressive undertones that they put out with the whole holodeck thing. It felt weird and unnecessary. But it's one of those things. Do you blame the player or do you blame the game dev? Because, you know, like something like that, it's an obvious oversight. There's one thing about doing it by accident and having a little bit of it go your way, and there's another thing about actively going for it. It's tough. But welcome to DCAM. How's it going tonight? He couldn't make use of the exploit. He already whaled all the researches beforehand. No, now we're. I feel like I've officially joined the gang now. And Cotton Whale. that does fit very well. So I don't know specifically what it was either. I know that they made the post on their official Discord that the second emergency maintenance that they popped into was to patch an exploit that they had accidentally introduced into the game. And their specific line was, "We're currently assessing scale and nature of impact, and following that, we'll be reaching out directly to players who have taken advantage of this exploit and take necessary action." What that necessary action is, something they need to be very, very careful with. Let me plant that seed and watch it flourish like B-Well did. I realized the scope of the impact when Ultimate DJ started saying it, and I was like, oh, this is now officially a thing. Anything that offered an instant finish button, if you clicked it, it would finish, but it didn't actually take the resources, the upgrades, thus upgrades free. That's... yeah, I don't know how they're going to try to fix that. Like, I truly hope that they don't intend to penalize players directly. Well, it is exactly a flaw, but you're exploiting a flaw. I mean, it's one of those things. If you could prove that it was done maliciously, you know, that's one thing, but I mean, there are areas in the game that you get into that you can't tell that it's an unintended change, that it's an unintended action. You know, like if it's very obvious that says, hey, you know, like this is supposed to be doing it. Do you want to do it anyways? And then you hit do it anyways. Yeah, then it's on the player. But if the game lets the player do something, it probably shouldn't be the player's fault. They obviously don't have the tactical skill to script out who did it. They don't have the manpower either, so they'll be doing nothing as long as people don't say anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of action they think that they're going to be able to take. They can reverse things. They have reversed things in the past. It is a very manual process, and it is very intentional for them to do it. You know, they may look at the player's account and say, hey, you should have spent X amount of things. We're going to debit your account to X amount of things and to make it right. I can't say that I'd feel good about that. Because that's something that you could prove that the player did with malicious intent. It's kind of like I was talking about the holodeck thing. You know, like they put a pack up, $100 pack or whatever, pays for the entirety of upgrading the building to like max or whatever. I don't remember if that's exactly what it was, but it was something along those lines. Brand new building, first time pack is offered. People buy pack, upgrade building. You know, like it's not on them that you made for sale available something which was not your intention. Right. I mean, if they started a research event today, you know, like I might leave research alone. Like I don't have to do certain researches, and I see a research event. Oh, there's a leaderboard. Oh, it's got the observatory stuff. Okay. Well, let's see what we could do for research. And you go look at what you could do at research. And it's like, let's blow through all this research that I have done. Just botch. You know, like you could make some real progress, in fact. I haven't even looked at that research event to see what the primary spending mechanic behind it is. But I might have to do a couple of those because that is tempting, because I have a bunch of those primes that I've been saving up for something like this. Keep me broke. That's the thing. Like, if they decided that they wanted to debit crap out of my account, it probably wouldn't affect me because the materials that I would have spent on that, it's either going to get me down to zero on something that I don't have a lot of anyways, or it over allocate me. And it, you know, like, what are you going to do? Like, put my account in the negative and then it has to go back to zero before I can, above zero before I can spend anything? I mean, you know, like, what are you doing? But yeah, they need to be very careful about how they treat that, because they've had this same or similar scenario in the past and they handled it poorly. Their wording was just a little bit better this time than last time, I do believe. Not a lot, but it was a little. Rev wants to make merch on it already. Match, then mirror and aggregation. Need to get my vengeance ship higher. Yeah. I think all of us that don't have it maxed feel like that would be the case. I don't think I actually claimed my daily goals yesterday, because when I was going through the refinery, when I got to the challenge refinery, I didn't have as much stuff in there as I should, and then I went and looked at my challenge track, and I didn't have any points in my challenge track. I was like, oh, whoops. So I'm gonna make sure to claim those tonight. Remember to go bug your friends to come back and spend money and play this game with you again. Yeah. I wonder how many players actively did that to recruit somebody that actually left the game back into it. Like, not maliciously. So I think I'd be willing to bet that if they looked at it, most of the people did it with old alt accounts. Like, I even thought about doing that with one of my old alt accounts. But that could have been an exploit too. Yeah, I mean, I've probably got like 4 different accounts that I could have resurrected. I got 2 for sure. I'd have to fire up at least one old phone for it. I had one tied to an old laptop. I had my previous phone it was tied to on a different Google account. I think I had one tied to my work phone. Don't tell my boss. Can you tell me about the new Latinum speed up thing? They fixed it. I think. Hi, Omega. How you doing tonight? I believe they fixed it. I think that was what the second maintenance was for. I don't know how long it was technically up. Looks like it could have been up to like an hour and a half. Could have been an hour and a half before they caught it, possibly. But it's hard to say if other things didn't break with it. You know, like, we don't know if that's like a lone and exclusive function that was broken, or if there could be other pieces of that tied to that could still be broken out there somewhere too. It's very interesting. An idea for some merch. STFC needs you. Credit card details and social security number t-shirt. See, like, I don't think you would generally get like a cease and desist letter from them. But I feel like if you would take the artwork from this and use that as part of that t-shirt, they might do that to you. Yeah, they had a very aggressive tone in their follow-up post about it. You know, like they labeled it as an exploit that was being utilized. And yeah, they said that they were going to follow up with players directly to do something. But yeah, I wasn't one of the people that did it, so it doesn't generally matter to me, but I'm going to definitely keep an ear open for how they handle it, how they treat things. It went down for an hour. I mean, I guess that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, take appropriate actions. I mean, at that point, it's basically like a... Yeah, I don't know. 93 million Sigma Trid. I don't think anybody would say no to that. Like, that goes a long ways in this game. Unless you're trying to upgrade an Aphelion. And it doesn't go a long ways at all. But it's still an impact. Still impactful. But they've had a history of it in the past. So it's definitely something, especially with the way the player sentiment is now. They need to be very careful with how they handle situations like this right now. Oh, yeah, the downtime thing was about an hour and a half after reset. Said it was expected to be 15 minutes, but go to your room without dinner and think about the bad thing you've done. I mean, that's all that they can do. If they try to do anything more than that, then they're gonna have problems. Because that's gonna turn into a PR nightmare fast. And rightfully so. Because they don't need to be punishing people for the mistakes that they make. I don't know how many players they lost with the whole holodeck thing. Thank you, Omega J. I know that soured a lot of people's feelings. I kept on telling myself that I didn't want to use up Armada speedups. But I'm still finding myself doing it. If I had that third... I think if I had the third Armada start, I wouldn't feel bad about doing it. Because then I could do like a 5-minute stagger and 3 different Armadas. But I'm not going to spend $50 to be able to do that. Armadas are not a critical enough component of this game for a direct cash spend, I don't think. They may become at some point. They may become important again. But not today. Let's see, what do we have to do some ship XP on? The Sanctus that I'm using right now could take some. Ooh, Protector can take some. I'm just glad that they still have ship XP in these domination events. If they didn't, I'd never be able to complete them, I don't think. All right. What else do we have? This was what? This was the research thing. Spend materials. Premium Mirror Universe Dust, Aggregation Smuggled Studies, Maverick Periphery Intel, Primordial Plasma. Well, luckily, in the Alliance Tournament store yesterday, picked up some of that Premium Mirror Universe Dust. The aggregation on the Vengeance one too. No. So safe to spend Primordial Plasma, Premium Mirror Universe Dust, and Aggregation Smuggled Studies. Finish it on research before hitting the last tier of the other event. Nice. Yeah, the G7 buildings and research are normally only occasional things. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see it spending materials. I mean, that gives a little bit of warrant to maybe doing something. Hello, super friend Jason V-neck. How are you doing tonight?
Seconds. Gotta play with the ball.
Home. That's always nice. That's always nice. I swear. Butter Pecan just sits there and waits for some other kind of thing to go off. Be able to throw two alerts off at the same time. I think that's a tactic that's being employed. But I'm back to the depths of his ocean kingdom. Like my panting turtle. Panting turtle and bye 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 at the same time. Oh. Taking swimming lessons from DUL. Did I shout out I didn't shout out DUL. Did I? I don't remember if I did. I'm going to know if I didn't.
What the hell is happening? Who did that? Who did that?
You're gonna get banned for the exploit. I don't know if I should feel proud that I'm feeling accepted as part of the group, or if I should, I don't know, have the other feelings about being called a whale. It's gonna feel like imposter syndrome. Complete imposter syndrome. Not anything close to a whale. I mean, I can't even do any prime surge research. I can't be a whale. I can show you all the primes that I don't have unlocked. Maybe next time. We could all only be so lucky as to get banned. I need Recon Locus upgraded. I want to get to this Vengeance optimization. So I'm not going to spend aggregation because I want to have all that stuff available. I will spend the premium for Universe Dust. Well, no, I won't worry about it. It's not gonna affect me in a negative way. Like I said, it's a symbol of inclusivity. So I can't help but feel slightly honored. Budget whale, yeah. Definitely follow the ballin' on a budget mantra. Now the question is, what would a whale do for research here? I think I just got it. All the prerequisites unlocked to be able to do... No, I'm still working on prerequisites to be able to do this one.
Deadpool, here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan.
Where the fuck is Deadpool coming from?
Budget whales in STFC, like sneaky bunnies with deep pockets but no dazzling gear. They're the scrappy underdogs who stretch every credit like it's the last carrot in the packs. Sure, they can't flash the big bling, but never underestimate a thrifty whale. Sometimes clever chaos wins over shiny chaos. Keep Flappin, Wrath of Butter Pecan. Rabbit face money with wings.
Why did it say flap fin? That who says it's a matter of can't? There's an assumption in there. I can't believe how far this research has gone. There was one research. So the base damage for all ships is probably where that. Where the best stuff is at. Scrapping. We'll need that for G5 scrapping in next week. Flapping without the G. Oh, it said flap fin. I heard an F after the P. I mean, that's what I heard. I'm not saying that's what the bot said, but that's what I heard. Okay. That means that warp dive bar might actually be able to go to level 30 now. I wasn't expecting to be able to upgrade that, but that was a pretty significant. Not quite. 96 more, and then it gets to level 30. So probably with this next weekend's spend event, I don't need to open up the unlock the Maverick task key in the middle of the week. One more blue part for me, Stella, and I could take her up to level 7. Nice. Yeah, that plutonium was always pain in the ass for quite a while. I did not join the Armada, or did it not show me? Yeah, this thing doesn't want to send the Armada right now, apparently. I've had that happen a couple of times. We never really have anything for spending the Dauntless research material. We never have anything for spending Excelsior research material. What did I want out of this next? Challenge sweep? Was the challenge sweep worth anything at all? It doesn't change enough with the combat. You still gotta be up at the right level, right? Probably the enhanced abilities for PvE. Those ones would probably have the biggest effect of everything. You need to kill your ops level with Excel for the sweeps. That's what I kind of thought. What about Syndicate XP? Justin? It almost had like Zelda opening up a chest fight, or no, the fairies. I don't know. I'm guessing this isn't going to make any impact on the leaderboard at all. That's actually been a lot more than I thought. I can't believe that participation in this event is that low. I mean, maybe I can, but I'm actually I would have expected like people to go out and hit like solo armadas. Maybe people don't need them. Thank you for the wolf olive, Ruby. How are you doing tonight, ma'am? I think that's all that's really left for the events. Research, a little bit of hostels. Domination. I probably haven't finished Crucible yet. Oh, I did. Not bad. Hello. Forbidden Tech upgrades. I went to town on Forbidden Tech upgrades yesterday. I think I got everything wrapped up. Everything that's important. And I collected my dailies today that I forgot to do yesterday. There's not much to do. Like the longest event in the game right now is Crucible of War. That's the hardest event. Everything else is kind of extra at this point. I mean, I'm running FKR level 60 Armadas. And I don't think I've seen another one get called in this system in the last hour that I've been here. Like, our entire server is like not participating in it. Gotta run 98 of them. Why 98? Is that to be able to complete the cow? Or was there an SMS for Armadas too that I didn't count? I've only been working on the SLBs. Oh, the SLB, okay. I was like, I don't know if I was gonna be able to do that. I don't know. I definitely don't have 98 of them in me. G6 uncommon wouldn't be too bad. G6 F or G5 FKR might be a bit much. That'd be a lot of speed ups. And Retro pointed out, I remember if it was last night or Sunday night, that it was worthwhile to hang on to them for incursions. Because they'll definitely come in handy for that. They've been giving the Cow Alliance milestone points away every day to the admirals. Ah, that's right. I kind of saw a post about that too. Oh no, I still gotta go kill Breen. I didn't see this event pop today. I thought that was the Vengeance is Mine because it has the same fucking artwork. I take it back, it's not the same. One's got a blue background and one's got a purple background. And the one has got a little planet there. Okay, that's something extra to do. I think they said it was a gift chest. These points are intended to help restore early progress and reduce the impact of this restart. Please have your alliance leader check their gift section once compensation is delivered. Oh, that's like a one-time thing for the alliance milestone. That may have not been delivered yet. How many days do we have left? 2 days? Yeah, they better get it to you tomorrow. I mean, that's possible you might not even see it if you have the AMS completed too. How much do you want to bet this is going to take 3 hauls to complete today? Something seems to be off in the combat on the... I don't know if it's something on the Vengeance specifically, but when I'm using the Vengeance, something feels off about its combat effectiveness. Maybe it was swapping around some fleet commanders. It could have been from swapping around some fleet commanders. Tears the Vengeance. 5. Pretty sure it's tier 5. Yeah. Vengeance doesn't have a horrible firing pattern. It's significantly better than the FKR ships. Have I ever used Fleet Commander Khan's special ability? I have. I don't use it like ridiculously common. Well, it does miss out on a lot of boosts. Below decks is, I think I've got Scotty, Carol, should be Balana and PQ. Should be. It's not. Carol Marcus is gone. Carol Marcus got replaced by... Oh, which one is that? No, that's the wrong ship. Oh my god, I haven't watched Lower Decks in so long, I don't remember who it is. Yeah, I was gonna say horrible's relative. I don't think a tier 5 vengeance is gonna have problems against a tier 5 G6 ship. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I haven't put it to the test at all. I don't think this has participated in any PvP activities at all. Except for maybe Zero hitting it while it was floating in the Veil. But that still took him 2 tries, too. Well, that's a lot of specialized stuff that's happening there, though. That GS-31 is a lethal beast. Oh, I did get it done in 2 holes. I remember, like, the last time I did arenas, I faced off against one of my Crenshaw, and it railed me so hard. I mean, all that has to do with all that specialty research. Yeah, once you have the blast applied to a target, it just goes nuts. Eleven and a half minutes that cooldown's up to now. That's kind of crazy. Thank you for the biddies, Omega J. I don't even know how many Armadas I've done so far. That's a couple. Op 68. Yeah, so you're at the point where you can have all that stuff with the all the specialty research for it. Good evening, I conquer you. How you doing tonight?
Deadpool, here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. Hey Wrath of Butter Pecan, how many ARs? Well, if you're talking assault rifles, my answer's simple. As many as it takes to make your enemies wish they picked a less armed hobby, like knitting. But hey, keep it close, or Cottontail 86 might start using them to bunny hop across the map. Chaos incoming. Rabbit face water pistol hashtag air madness.
What? Hashtag AR madness. I don't know if it's trying to combine the word Armada with it, or if it literally means AR madness. AR madness is kind of crazy. Is that a threat? That definitely feels like one. And this is how BunnyBot got banned. Next week we will see XX BunnyBot 2 XX. That's crazy. I feel like it was trying to go for the Armada thing too, but I don't feel like most people would interpret it that way. All right, did I miss any other events? That wasn't anything. This wasn't anything either, right? The combat thing. I don't even know if I care about this. These events that are only like top 10 leaderboards, I don't usually have the time and patience for. XX Bunny Butch. I did that. I don't have any Forbidden Tech upgrades. I wasted everything yesterday. I shouldn't say wasted. I think that was a pretty decent use of it. Artifact hunt. That's usually a good little pop of resources. Did that finish it? That must have finished it. I didn't see the pop-up for it. I didn't see how many things it was. In Tangia? I'm not sure. I kind of picked like the basic starter pack, and to me, that would be something that one would expect. There is now. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you, Tin Man. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a great night as well. I do like the crab rave. I do like the crab rave. I could definitely be convinced to have a dancing crab emote. That wouldn't take much convincing. I know there's at least one. Got this one out there. Getting one like that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. It goes really good with the Crab Rave song. It fits that so perfectly. Oh, a link to the interim schedule. I can grab one quick.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. Wrath of Butter Pecan, the crab rave choreographer is Andrew Huang, a genius who made those little claws pop with joy. His inspiration? Probably a mix of beach party vibes, a pinch of dance like no one's watching, and maybe too much time watching actual crabs dance on YouTube. Basically, he made crabs groove so hard, even the ocean had to drop the bass. Crab musical notes.
Where did I find that at? That's just another streamer that has it. It's in another streamer's emotes. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember if it's the Hype Train kickoff song or if it's just like a channel redemption that gets done on a fairly regular basis. But like her thing is when that song goes off, like she asks the chat to spam it. So like the entirety of all the chat is just the dancing crab emotes. It looks pretty cool when it's going off. I haven't even looked at the interim schedule myself. It's good for planning. Good for planning things out. Another content creator with crabs. Yeah, you got to be careful who you associate yourself with. I think I'm going to get ready to call it a night tonight. I have an early day tomorrow. Howdy, Chad. With the Defiant again.
Favorite ship in the entire Star Trek universe? Let's fucking go.
I'll never get sick of seeing power-up sequences like that. I want to remember what, like, the first ship I got, like, super excited for. Probably a G5. It was probably one of the G5 ships. Oh, that's Mufas's interactive calendar. I thought about trying to look for it, but I didn't know exactly where it was at, so I didn't want to try to dig around for it. Thank you. That's a good resource for sure.
Thank you for the streams. I just wanna thank you for the streams. I just wanna thank you for the streams.
Thank you for the 5-stream streak. I conquer you. I'm a little bit mad. The tool that I use doesn't allow me to pin. They just changed some of the things. They fixed some of the other nuances that I didn't like. And I don't know if they had pinning in it before, but it's not there now. And I find that really annoying. I have to have I have 3 different chat options to be able to look through. All right. So I think we're going to go raid DJs. Yes, SDFC.ovh is a good resource to use for the regular stuff. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. Hopefully you had an opportunity to get some tacos in the belly. Tired of this name? Time for another name? Ooh, that's gonna make my life so much tougher. You might be the first person in the community since I started streaming that I've had to potentially associate a different name with. It's gonna become a fun drinking game for somebody. But yeah, I hope everybody had a fantastic day today. I'll be live. I'm gonna shoot to try to do some arenas on Friday. I haven't participated in them in so long, and I'd like to see what it's gonna be like. Hope everybody has a fantastic week and a great evening. Thank you for stopping by. I will try to keep my eyes out for Andre Ice Cold 3000. I like that. I like that name.